Welcome back to Manfier's podcast today. It's your boy Ryan White. Side Talk, New York, New York stand up, New York Knicks. Let's talk about the Knicks. So far this year, the Knicks have been outstanding. They've been one of the best, probably best top 10 teams so far this year. Right now, they are currently in the conference semifinals in the Eastern Conference against the Pacers. They are currently up 3-2. They play them tonight. And really, this has been a shock to me. The Knicks a couple of years ago were a trash franchise. They were a trash team. They had David Fizdale as their coach. They were horrible, god awful. All they had was RJ Barrett, and somehow they turned it around. You know, congrats to Tom Thibodeau and the GM. You know, what they've done for that franchise and that city, of course, is amazing. But a couple things I've noticed with this team is that they don't really have much depth. But if you look back a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, they had Bojan Bogdanovic, they had OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, of course, but they've all been injured and hurt. So they've had some guys step up, like Miles McBride, Precious Achinua, and of course Alec Burks. All these guys have stepped up for the Knicks, and so some way, somehow, without Julius Randle, without OG Anunoby, they are still beating the Pacers in the series. And I think tonight they have a chance to make it to the conference finals against the Celtics. Do I think they can beat the Celtics? I think so. I know there's a lot of people that don't think they have a chance against them, but that's a little too far ahead already. But let me just talk about Jalen Brunson for a second, man, because this right here, he's the man. He is the man of New York City right now. He is the Gotham Knight, of course, Batman. He has been insane these last couple of months. You know, without Julius Randle, he really took over that team and has been the best weapon so far in these playoffs for the Knicks. I think Isaiah Hartenstein has been amazing with the rebounds. He's been a great big man. He's shown a lot of improvement this year. Definitely should get paid this offseason, as well as Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo. They've all been great together. I also think, you know, with OGL, they've had Miles McBride. Like I said, he's been pretty solid asset. He's been able to learn behind Jalen Brunson, which is a great, you know, thing for his development. And, you know, they just have a great lineup. Um, their defense has been solid. They've had, you know, a lot of ups and downs. I know that game 4 against the Pacers was not a pretty one for them. Um, but whenever these guys get some rest in between these games, they're lethal. They have, you know, whenever they get a lot of time off, they get a lot of energy back, and because Tom Thibodeau plays the living crap out of them every game, 48 minutes, like Josh Hart, for example. You know, that's really impressive to say the least. Josh Hart, he's been able to somehow, some way, you know, be an amazing asset. He's kind of like a smaller Dennis Rodman in some ways, even though he can make shots. Just his rebounding, his passing, he does have some turnovers like everybody else, but he's been an amazing player for this team. Amazing trade by the GM, of course. And Dante DiVincenzo, he's had some ups and downs as well, but he's been making a lot of threes, a lot of shots. He's been passing the ball well. You know, really, this whole team is just focused around Jalen Brunson. So being able to get him the ball and score as much as he wants, whenever he is scoring and he's making good shots and he's being consistent, they have a chance to win, of course. There's been some nights where, you know, he goes for 6 for 29 and they still win somehow because they're amazing defensive team. So, you know, just this team in general, I think, has a great chance to, you know, end the series tonight against Indiana. I think some things they have to lean on is, of course, Jalen Brunson, shot making, making sure to be energized, to not let off on transition defense because Pacers are one of the best on transition offense, and to slow down their pace. And for the Pacers, they have to, you know, make shots. They have to play amazing defense because usually they don't. Tyrese Haliburton has to show up like he did in game 4 and game 3. And you know, if he shows up, if Miles Turner knocks down some threes, gets some rebounds, they need a lot of rebounds. Because last game, Isaiah Hartenstein got all the rebounds. So they have to start rebounding. Andrew Nemhard has played better defense on Jalen Brunson tonight, to say the least. But I really do think the Knicks have a great chance to make it to the finals this year. If the Knicks play the Thunder, then that'd be amazing. Those are really the only two teams I'm rooting for right now in these playoffs, more so the Thunder than the Knicks. But I mean, overall, it's been amazing playoffs. Playoffs 2024 has been amazing so far. I think it really has lived up to the hype. We have Game 7 against the Timberwolves and the Nuggets, which should be fun to watch. Should be fun to watch the Thunder and the Mavericks Game 6 tomorrow. I'm really hoping the Thunder pull away with that one. And of course, Celtics already made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Some say they got easy matchups, and that's why they're in the conference finals. Play the Heat without Jimmy Butler, and play the Cavs without Donovan Mitchell, which is definitely a debate. I mean, I don't think the Celtics are as great as many say they are. When they lean on the 1v1 and the ISO situation on offense, they don't look as great. Whenever they pass the ball around and play good defense, that's when they are at their best, and whenever they make shots. So, um, but yeah, tonight I have the Knicks winning. If they don't win this game, I think they'll win Game 7 at home. But I definitely think they will be playing in the conference finals against Celtics, and that's where they're going to be tested the most so far these playoffs. Let me know down below what you guys think. Do you think the Knicks can win this game and potentially upset the Celtics and go to the finals, or do you think the Celtics are going all the way? And let me know what you guys think in the Western Conference as well. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.